your host, Bill Reel.
Welcome to another episode of the Almost Awakened podcast. I'm your host, Bill Reel. Grateful for this chance to sit with you today. Today I want to talk about life and how life changes. And I'm hoping you'll bear with me. I really think this is going to be a touching episode for everyone listening. But you're going to have to play along. I'm going to play two very different songs today. And I want to start with the first one. It's a big hit back in its day. You'll know it when you hear it. I want to say that I'm playing these two songs for journalistic purposes. I don't want to incur any kind of issue for playing the full music here. I want to make a point here in the podcast when we talk about first half of life and second half of life. And I want to play the song first, and I want you to listen. I want you to listen. And I want you to try to understand the story that's being told in this song. And so with that, play the music. For copyright reasons, we couldn't include the song, but you're going to want to stop this podcast now and go check out the original hit version of a-ha, Take Me On. Then come right back here and join us. I hope you enjoyed the song. The song is by a group, a-ha, Take On Me. And I think we've all heard that song, at least if you're as old as I am, you have. And I want to note, I want to talk about, like, I should say this, I should definitely say this, which is that I listened to the second song first. I don't mean I heard it first in time. I just mean the other day, I'm sitting in the hot tub with my wife, and I'm madly in love with my wife. And I really want to talk about love and relationships and use these two songs as the springboard for this conversation. But the other day, I heard the second song first, and it reminded me of the first song, and you'll see why, and you'll probably chuckle when you get it. This song, "Take On Me," it is a first half of life song. It is when we are young. It's this first half energy. It's vibrant. It's exciting. It's just, you know what? The idea that I'm invincible. The idea of bring it on. The idea of take me on. I'm a challenge. Let's go. Take me on. Take on me. And this person's flying by the seat of their pants. And you better take advantage of the moment you have with them right now, because in a couple days they're getting out of town. They're going somewhere. So this is your moment. You get your chance right here. Spend a minute with me. And then I'm moving on to something else. And it's this first half of life energy that we all have. We all think we're invincible, that we'll live forever because we're only 20 years old. There's so much time in front of us, and time went so slow those first 20 years. Do you remember that? Do you remember back in 5th grade, 3rd grade, 7th grade? Do you remember how long the school year was? Remember how long the summer break was? Remember how long each event, each experience was? It's because you didn't have this giant basket of experiences to pull from. Time almost seemed to stand still or go in slow motion. Now here I am, I'm 40 years old. Time is flying by. You think you're invincible. That first half of life, health is good. You don't have that many issues. You don't sense how fragile life is. Life is fragile. And if you're like me and you've deconstructed your spiritual system, then you don't know what's on the other side. And perhaps you've come to where I am and you say, like, most likely it just ends. It just closes up and shuts down. Somebody hits the window button and hits shut down for you never to come back online again. You're not invincible. Life is fragile. Remember having that attitude to bring it on? Like, I'm going to take on the world. I can do big things. I can do this and I can do that. And you just keep bouncing back and taking on new things. You've got no problem telling people, take me on. I'm a lot to handle. There's a lot here to deal with. But bring it on, take me on. Oh, so I'm a little challenging. So what? Let's go. Let's move. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. You do it with your partner. You do it with your kids. You do it when you're out and about. There's this arrogance. This arrogance that take me as I am. This is who I am. This is the person I am. Deal with it. And then this idea that you're flying by the seat of your pants. You're invincible. You'll live forever. So you just move from thing to thing and you give people this moment to interact with you. You give people this moment to be in your space, but you don't even know how to cherish it. You have a girlfriend or a boyfriend and you're like, look, I'm too hot to handle, but you get this moment with me. Take it or leave it. You can feel that in this song. You can feel that arrogance of youth in this song. That song is written by people on the first half of life. But now I want to play for you a second half of life song. Play the music. Again, for copyright versions, we could not include this song, but if you'll go to YouTube and do a search for a-ha, Take Me On, MTV Unplugged version, then come back and join us for the rest of the conversation. Same group, same song. a-ha, Take On Me. Same exact lyrics. But that song, That Way, couldn't have been written by the group in the first half of their career. That's a second half of life song. Every moment is precious. Every second you learn to be present with the people around you that you love and care about. There is only so much time. Every moment is precious. I'm a mess, right? Please take me on. I'm a mess. I am sorry that you have to deal with me. I am sorry that you have to put up with my shadows and my shit and my unhealthiness. I am sorry that I have not figured out how to be this cool, calm, collected, reasonable, rational human being every moment. I'm really sorry. You shouldn't have to deal with this shit show. And yet I'm here and I am begging you, take me on. Take on me. Please. You want more time, because time is short. In a day or two, a week or a month, maybe a few more years, I'll be gone. You'll be gone. This thing we're doing together, this moment we are blessed to be the universe experiencing itself as a human for a little while. This moment I get to share these, I love my wife. I've been married 23 years. 23 years. of ups and downs and huge hurrahs and really low lows. And here I am, I'm 41 years old and married 23 years. And I realize that I don't have forever with this beautiful woman who I treasure and adore and just want to freeze time and hold on to every single moment. And you can't. It's slipping away. What do we have? Do we have 40 more years left? Maybe. Hopefully. We have an inside joke that when we are 88 years old, we're going to die together. We're going to shoot some insulin between our toes and end it. But hell, do we have 40 more years? People die every day long before they should. Do I have a heart attack in 5? Does she have a stroke in 10? One of us has to go first. Can you imagine the grief? And I was sitting and thinking the other day, like, how can you understand death and loss of your life partner when it hasn't happened to you? And for those it has happened to, I am so sorry. The other night, my wife and I, our kids are older. They're all out of the house except for our last kid. He's 15. He's really low maintenance. And so you can leave the house a lot and you can do kind of the things we want to do. And here we are, we're 40 years old, in our early 40s, and we're just enjoying life. Every day we're just enjoying. We love the time we're with our friends. We love making new friends. We love seeing old friends. We love just going out, the two of us, to go bowling or go to dinner. And it's not even about the conversations. It's just being in this other person's presence. And so the other day we went bowling, and I forgot to remind her, and she forgot to grab socks to go. So we had to stop at Target to get some socks to go bowling. And it's one of our just favorite things to do is go bowling. We just enjoy every moment. So she went into Target, and I want you to try to feel this. Try to sense this for a moment, because it hit me so hard. She goes into Target to get the socks. I went and parked the van, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just essentially meditating. And some time goes by, like significant amount of time. I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it just feels like, whoa, hold on. It shouldn't take that long to get socks. She should be in and out. And so I message her, and she says it's really busy in here. And so I sit there, and I'm thinking about the feeling. Like, this is the kind of the weird person I am. I constantly in life, whenever I am thinking new thoughts or thinking about how something would feel, even if it hurts and it's negative, I just sit in it because I want to feel it. I want to understand what it is and where it comes from and why it does what it does. And so I'm sitting in the parking lot in my van, and she's in there. It's another 10 minutes. And now we're going on 25 minutes, and that's what it feels like. And I don't think it was that long, but it felt like that. And you know that panic you get? That panic you get when your spouse goes into the store and it just takes too long, and you start to worry. You start to worry that something has gone wrong. Your brain can't help but when things don't go the way they should, that you begin to panic a little. It's not something that's going to overly express itself. You know your spouse is coming out in a few minutes, and soon you'll be off on your way to doing the next thing you're going to do. But you know the feeling When something takes too long, you left your mom or dad a voicemail and they haven't gotten back to you in hours. When your spouse goes into the store or they're late coming home from work, you know the feeling. Now sit with it for a minute. Let it just be there for a moment. That sense of, I hope nothing's wrong. Where is this person I love? And now tell yourself they're not coming out of the store. Tell yourself that they're not going to come back to the van. Tell yourself you're never going to see them again. Allow yourself to feel that for a few minutes. And then recognize that when somebody has lost someone they love, and especially if it's a child or a spouse, can you see how they feel? Every day they wake up. Every day they try to continue on with their life. They feel that. You see, on the first half of life, you just don't worry that much about losing people. But here you are, listening this day to this podcast, and you get the chance right here to be reminded that every moment is precious. Every moment is precious.